Hello? Doctor? Isn't this the part where you jump out and explain everything? No? Oh, I guess I'll do it then. Right. First step to explaining is figuring it out. A spaceship. Well, an empty spaceship. That bit is probably important, I suppose. Broken, battered. What happened here? Something very powerful must have done this to you. I suppose that means I better go find out exactly what. I think the doctor might be better at all this. You better be here, Doctor. A Dalek! Mutated bioengineered collid bent on the destruction of all creatures unlike them.
Must survive.
I wasn't expecting it to respond like that.
Survive. It is my destiny.
You must have been marked for judgment in the future. And yet, it seems some kind of judgment has already been passed on you. But who was the judge? What could have done this? It's burned to a crisp, and its weapon isn't present. Strange.
Taken.
Taken? By who? Whoever it was left you alive for some reason. Perhaps that could be a decent clue.
I live out of insignificance.
What do you mean?
I do not matter.
Then who or what does matter? Hello? I suppose that means I should. Doctor.
The pressure. Keep the pressure. That's it. Press down. I said hold him down. That's it. That's it. Hold him steady. Arbiter, get this stimulant. It's in my pocket. I have no patience for bystanders. Helpful assistant or adversary. Those are your options. Pocket now!
Right.
It's left. Left! That's the stimulant pocket, obviously. Honestly, no one's first aid certified these days. Now, no fussing. Almost done.
Got it, I think.
Tar very much. Now press it here.
Me?
No, the very helpful and friendly Dalek right behind you.
That's a joke.
Yes, it is, and I'd celebrate your burgeoning sense of emotional intelligence if I wasn't feeling a man's lifeblood leaking out between my fingers. So press here.
Okay.
No, don't be like that. Come on, just look at me, There you go. We're going to count, okay? Count to 8. Easy. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There, you can let him go now. Ta-da! No more bleeding. Didn't I say?
Thank you.
Doctor.
Oh yeah, you should probably thank them too. Not just anyone could hand me a stimulant like that.
You are always the same. No place too dire for a quip.
Well, that doesn't make sense. You've never even met me.
You know what I mean.
Do I? Isn't the whole idea that I'm a whole new man than the one that's meant to be here a mistake in waiting?
You seem to be more than holding your own here. For a mistake.
The consequence of grim experiences. No more kill 'em all endings for me, thank you very much. Right then. Time to end this. Take a look.
These are...
Cities. Great metropolitan wonders. The smallest village. A neighbourhood anyone's mum or dad would be happy to move into, so long as they could have a cup of tea with the neighbours.
taken from all across space.
Across time.
But why? This is the great city of Sirtek 97, native to the cosmic year 1,6,720,394. This is the capital of Versace, relative to the Dark Times.
These are more than just places in universal calendars. These are people, animals, trapped here in the worst place they possibly could be, on the worst date of that calendar, the day the universe shattered into several pieces.
Perhaps this is the divergent point? Another doctor meant to put them all back where they belonged sooner. Or perhaps something will happen that will keep you from ever saving them.
Maybe. Or maybe he used the chaos as a smokescreen.
Who?
You know who. He has to be rattling around in that program brain somewhere.
He did away with these kinds of plans years ago.
Then maybe we're in the years ago. Either way, I'm going to figure out why he's done what he's done, and I'm going to get these people back to their proper places and calendar dates.
The confidence. You have changed your appearance again. Yet that simple fault remains embedded in you like biology.
Took you long enough.
I was curious to see how quickly you could make your way to me. You seem far removed from our most recent encounter from my relative point of view. 20 minutes, 32 seconds, 3.75 milliseconds. Less than a third of the time it would have taken your vegetable-clad predecessor to dismantle everything I have worked for.
It's nothing to boast about.
Something has occurred to make you this way, I see. The words Kafarageti, the destroyer of worlds, echo through the Daleks time stream. Why is that? And another echo, the oncoming storm. Implicative of the man you have become. A man who would kill, perhaps. What could have caused this? A small-scale traumatic event, or a large-scale conflict?
Something like that. But a doctor never gives away his secrets.
The Doctor is playing magician, another constant across incarnations. But even one like me, who has long since done away with the concept of magic and fairy tales in favor of science, has a few up his sleeve. For instance, a device that can shrink any city of any size for transport across long distances.
Why? Why would you do such a thing?
In spite of the level of your genius compared to mine, I would have thought that you might notice the universe melting away around us. Or perhaps I am being too generous.
Preservation? That's what this is, isn't it? You're hiding away in another pocket of reality, taking all those places with you so you can continue subjugating them.
An accurate guess. Mostly. Not a pocket of reality, but another universe. Those shrunken remnants of our universe are not to be my domain, but a reminder to the Daleks as to their superiority over all life. They have grown weak, helpless in the years they have spent without me, and as a father motivates his children with trophies from his past, I too shall motivate the Daleks with theirs.
Giving the Daleks the moral boost they need to destroy trillions of lives in a new cosmos.
That's horrendous.
He's already failed. There are no Daleks left on this ship.
Still as naive as in the past.
Arbiter, do you see that panel? Input navigational coordinates to the Shadow Proclamation. We'll hand Davros in once we arrive.
Right.
I do so love to see destruction brought about by one's own ignorant hands.
What does he mean?
Lamenting your own past, are we?
Do not presume to trifle with me, Doctor. One more pathetic attempt by you, or your simple companion will result only in my ultimate victory.
Oh, enough with the postering already. Honestly, you're doing my head in.
In my boundless genius, I ensured that certain measures were in place to dissuade any foolish heroics from you. Attempts to tamper with my controls, or do anything else to stall my glorious destiny, and I shall sever life support to all of your precious cities.
I'd have thought they were precious to you too, seeing as you put all this effort into stealing them.
And yet I believe they are still more precious to you, are they not? All that hideous compassion, pointless desire to save worthless lives makes the safety of these cities so very important to you, Doctor. Through all this time, through all your lives, you are still just as predictable, just as easy to play.
Am I really?
Doctor, you can't mean to.
Why not? He knows. He knows about it all. The fractures, the swaps in the timeline. How could he know? Unless he was in some way responsible. You've always wanted to wreak devastation on the universe, haven't you? Like a deranged child. If I can't have it, nobody can. And this time, you succeeded. Well, maybe it's time to become the executioner.
Doctor, are you sure this is the right course? We don't...
By all means, Doctor. Pull the trigger. My hand rests comfortably on the life support switch. I shall gladly take the shot to see the horror on your face as you witness the genocide of the people you are supposedly here to save.
Who's to say I'm not a quicker shot than you?
You lack my patience.
Doctor, think about it. This isn't meant to happen here. Davros plays a part in many future events. If he dies here, you will be changing history.
Will I be? You forget. I know what it was like to be the other me. I remember him, feel him. If I've changed places with him, taken over his job, then who's to say he wouldn't have ended up exactly here? Done exactly this? He would have, I know it. Davros is too great a danger, too deadly a killer to be spared. I understood that.
On the other hand, you may be wrong. Is it worth the risk, my dear Doctor? Do you think it is, little thing?
Me?
It is you who are looking for the point of fracture, is it not? This could very well be it. The point in the timeline where the Doctor breaks from the fixed path, destroys the path of causality.
Or this is him throwing a fit to save his own neck. I'm sure you'd like to think the fate of the universe rests on your glorious shoulders. Sorry to break it to you, but in the grand scheme of things, you are nothing more than a sad, tantruming old man with delusions of godhood who isn't even venerated by his own creations, let alone any other beings out there.
You minimize my victories too much, Doctor. I can see it in your every word, your every action. The disgust, the fear of me. If I was as insignificant as you claim, you would not be pointing that gun at me now.
That's it.
What is?
The root. The root of all of this, don't you see?
Your fabricated companion is more astute than you, Doctor.
What do you mean?
The reason for it all. The reason that the web is so fractured. It's because of this.
Because of my actions here?
It is more than that. It's all your actions. Every single one. None of you are in the right places, the right times, the right eras. You've been shunted up and down your own timeline at random, and the result is that none of you are where you're supposed to be. None of you are where you have to be to make all these crucial choices and take all these crucial actions.
You mean it's not one action or choice that's led to the fracturing? It's all of them?
Every choice you make across the timelines in every regeneration. They are important, and they often set the flow of time in the right course. If you aren't there to make those choices, or rather, if the right version of you isn't there to make them,
then that opens the entire universe up to any possibilities, any one of which could break the flow of time.
it was us. It was the Mirai all along. By taking you out of your proper time to pass judgment, they scrambled your history and your future. They made this happen, not you.
The universe is my shield, Doctor, my armor. I am invincible so long as your weakness prevails. My future is the universe's future, and without me, the universe dies.
Neither of you know that for sure. The right answer must be to kill him. It must. If he dies, then the Time Lords return. My people. They can fix this. All of this.
But what if it ends before they can help?
It's all up to me. The old me. He would have done this. He would have.
You can't know that.
I do know, because I'm him. He and I are the same. Whatever he would have done is what will put us on the correct course. And I know myself well enough.
I know you too. I have so many of you in my head that I can't be sure what he would have done.
Then make up your mind. Be the Arbiter, the Mediator. Do it!